Beginning standing. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, bend to fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway and look ahead. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with one foot, then the other foot. Find yourself in a plank position, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, high to low. Inhale to upward dog, expanding the chest, gaze up. Exhale, back to downward dog. Be sure the feet are hips distance apart and even pressure through the hands, and that you're finding nice length in the spine. Feel free to keep a small bend to the knees or a big bend. Allow the air to enter and exit through the nose. On your exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, travel to the top of the mat, inhaling halfway, exhaling to fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, reach the arms up, root through heels. Exhale, send palms back to heart. Bend the knees, lift the arms into chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flatten the back, gaze ahead. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees on the inhale, raise the arms overhead, chair pose, tailbone points down. And exhale, straighten the legs, send palms to heart center. Take a large step back with the left foot, keeping the right knee planted over the ankle into a high crescent lunge. Lift the arms on inhale, relaxing the shoulder blades down the back. On the exhale, bring the palms to heart center and lift as you inhale, twist to your right, rotating, bringing the left elbow outside the right knee. Try to keep the hips facing forward and keep pressing through that back left heel that's lifted off the ground. Plant both palms firmly to the ground, pressing the elbow into the hip and into the outer knee. Bring both feet together, knees together, lift the belly, and then allow the balance to come when you're ready, resting the body on the arms. As you release, you'll just bring your body back up to a high crescent lunge on inhale, and exhale, release the hands to the ground, back to a plank position, travel high to low as you exhale. Inhale to upward dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and exhale to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice long spine, tailbone is lifted, belly draws in and up. Really make sure you're pressing through the fingertips in addition to the wrists or palm. On the exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, travel the top of mat, lifting on inhale halfway, exhale as you fold. Inhale, allow a rise to standing, and exhale, send palms to heart. This time you'll take one large step back with the right leg, keeping the left knee planted over the ankle, pressing through back right heel, lifting arms into high lunge. Again, relaxing the shoulders. On your exhale, bring palms to heart center. Inhale, lengthen the torso a bit, and exhale, twist to your left, bringing right elbow outside of left knee. You're drawing the navel in here to keep the core nice and firm. Slowly, you'll again release both palms to the ground, outside of the hip and knee. Bring the legs together, pull the belly into the spine. Press the inner thighs or knees together as you lift into your balance. And slowly, as you release, find yourself back into that high lunge, inhaling arms skyward, and exhale, plant the palms again, find your way back to plank, maintaining shoulders over the wrists, a nice long back of neck, heels press away from the head, and on your exhale, press back to downward facing dog, finding the space in chest. On your inhale, make your way back to plank, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog, tailbone is lifted. Step the right foot forward, lower the left heel into warrior one, send both arms up, keeping the open chest. On your exhale, open that back foot so it's perpendicular to the front right foot or heel, opening arms to a T. And then release that left hand to the left leg, inhale, right arm overhead, reversing your warrior. Bring the hands back to a T, warrior two. Straighten that front leg on inhale and rotate your body around so the back foot is turned in at 45 degrees. Left knee is over the ankle. Inhale, arms skyward, warrior one. Keep the hips facing forward. On your exhale, open that back foot, arms to a T. Warrior two, gazes over the front hand. And then exhale, reversing the warrior, keeping a strong back quad, lifting the left arm overhead. And then inhale back, arms to a T, warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel your hands to what's now the top of your mat. Step back to plank. Exhale, travel high to low. Inhale as you expand the chest, and exhale, come back to downward facing dog. From here, you'll take a step up to the top of the mat, or what's now the top of your mat. Bend both elbows or arms so that you can place the knees into the elbow or upper arm area. Your triceps, lean the weight forward, trying to pull the belly in, lifting one leg at a time or two legs at a time, seeing if you can keep your balance. Or maybe you can't keep your balance like me today. I'm just having a hard time, and that's totally okay. You can try it again. Keeping the belly pulled in or drawn in and up. You'll rock the weight forward slowly, hugging the knees into the elbows. Seeing if you can lift 1 foot or 2 feet or both feet. Or again, maybe like me, it's not working for you well today. So I'm simply going to plant my hands to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. And then on my exhale, return back to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale, guide the arms to standing. Exhale, palms to heart. Resetting, recentering. Inhale, guide the arms up. Exhale, bend from the hips to fold. Inhale, flatten the back, look ahead. On exhale, you'll plant the palms as you take a large step back with the left leg this time, so both feet are parallel to each other, keeping the feet nice and parallel. Plant the right arm underneath the shoulder. Inhale, left arm skyward. Make sure the weight is shifted forward here. Return the left hand to the ground under shoulder. Inhale, right arm skyward. And release the right hand back to the ground. You can release the head to the ground if you can come down that far. You do not have to. You can remain in the wide-legged forward fold here. Or if it's in your practice for a headstand, you can try that headstand, making sure that you're keeping most of the pressure in the hands rather than in the head. Keeping the belly drawn in, keeping a smooth breath. Again, only if a headstand is in your practice. If it's not, you're still in the wide-legged forward fold. If you are in your headstand, you'll slowly find your way down and press into the hands so you can come up halfway, take a breath or pause there. And then rotate the body back towards the original top of your mat, bending the left knee over ankle, coming to a low lunge. And release the hands to the ground from that low lunge and just bend the right knee, lifting the toes to the ceiling to find a stretch in the hip. And then find your way back to downward facing dog. Navel drawn into the spine. And switch legs, right knee steps forward, right foot steps forward rather. Low lunge, bending that left knee or foot to the ceiling, find a stretch in the hip, hamstring. And plant the palms, curl the toes under, press back to downward facing dog. On your exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, return the top of the mat, lifting up halfway, flattening the back. Exhale, fold, allow the body to really release and relax here. Maybe you keep a bend to the knees. Allow the head, neck, and shoulders to soften. Inhale halfway once more. Exhale, plant the palms. Find your knees to just lower down to the ground this time, keeping the shoulders over the wrists. Allow the body to come down to the ground, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale to your upward dog or low cobra, and exhale back to child's pose. Find a most comfortable child's pose for your body, keeping the knees together, knees apart, arms in front, arms behind. Deep breath in and out. And as you inhale, lift the upper body, bring the palms to heart center, and slowly bow the head to the hands. Thank you for the quick practice today. Namaste.